Hey guys, as many of you know, Iron Banner is upon us, but with a new twist. For the first time in its public history, it's the Clash game mode. I'll be giving you some tips for having a better time here. As always, it's best to go in with a team. The main reason for this is communication. Please use that voice chat that's built into the game by bringing up your ghost and using the D-pad to navigate to the voice channel option. Turn it on. Even if you're only able to talk to one person, you'll have the potential for a win. Alright, so the biggest tip I can give you for the Clash game mode is learning how to control the spawns. Since there's no objective to go for here, you have to learn how your team and the enemy team is going to spawn. Let's take a look at an overview of Firebase Delphi map. The teams spawn in at A and C points. Even though there aren't any control points in Clash, I'm going to refer to those areas by their points. Both teams pretty much start to converge around the B point. Instead of doing this, try and move to the A point area if you spawned on C. The inside of the map is undeniably better to hold, so if you have a few members of your team around that area, the spawns will flip, and anyone that dies on your team will respawn on the easier side to hold. How do you combat this if you join a game late or the spawns are flipped on you? Well, it's pretty simple. Say you're spawning outside. You obviously don't want to be here and don't want your team spawning here. What I generally do is move around the outside of the map marked by these two paths. I try to worm my way into the back of the map, which will eventually cause the spawns to flip, allowing my team to take the easier to hold position. The important thing to note from this is that it benefits to play a bit more defensively on Clash. Since you don't have an actual objective to focus on, if you start running around without any real direction, you will 1. Mess up the spawns for your team, 2. Not have any backup for whatever encounter you get into, and 3. Probably die and give the enemy team points. That leads me to the other big thing. Every death gives the enemy team points and super energy, so don't give them any. If you have to play really defensive to do this, then do that. Don't push into an area if you don't have backup and don't know how many enemy guys are in there. My only recommendation for weapon loadouts in this game mode would be using machine guns as heavies. In Control, you have a higher chance of running into people crowded onto a point, which is obviously awesome for rocket launchers. In Clash, it's mostly about map awareness and movement, which is where a machine gun will lend itself well. As always guys, the most important thing to take away from the game is just to have fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This has been Patrick Casey with PlanetDestiny.